Thank you for joining me, Stardusted Souls. I am the Oracle of Apollo, the Black Oracle Pythia. I am a Reiki master, teacher, integrated energy therapy master instructor, founder of How Awareness Center here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, as well as your Oracle. So, if you're watching this video, you're probably going through a shift. I'm not here to talk about all the emotional parts of a shift because there's so many videos out there already. So what I'm going to talk to you about today is the physiological parts of what may be happening for a shift. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Okay, so you've stayed tuned. Let's talk about some crystals really quick that can help you ground. Ground. This is the word that we hear so much, and yet for some reason we still don't quite comprehend what that means. Grounding. You are like a circuit, my dear Stardusted soul. And the reason for that is because when you look at a plug, you're going to see 2 prongs and another little prong. You have 3 prongs. And that's usually because whatever you're running on that particular circuit has a lot of current going through it, and it needs to ground. So we have that extra little guy in there right at the bottom. I don't have a plug near me to demonstrate that. But if you look at most of your electronics, I'm sure you could find one. Okay. You are just like that. You have a connection to the divine and the infinite, and that's like all this energy that's just being channeled and funneled through you. And then you have your ground, and we'll just say that's like your feet or your coccyx. And so your feet is what's grounding you. It's what connects you to the earth ball. It's what takes all of this energy that has been infused into you and send it down so you don't burn out, short circuit, etc., right? It's safely redistributing the current that is surging through you. So you have to understand that when you are going through a shift, essentially like all this current is building you up to allow you to be able to channel more current. But with that being said, you still have to be able to ground that current. You have to be able to send that energy down into the earth. That way you're not overwhelmed by this current. And because when you become overwhelmed by this current is when you start to see physical effects. And that's just because so much is running through you that your body's kind of being overloaded with information and energy. So we want to go ahead and dissipate that a little bit so that way we can feel a little bit better. Some things that you might be feeling during a shift. Again, I'm not going through the emotionals. That can be a whole nother video, and there's a lot of information out there. But what I'm seeing in the lack of is the physiological part. You can feel restlessness, inability to sleep, oversleeping, inability to focus, inability to eat because you're so nauseated, and my favorite one, which is a very common one, dizziness. And you may have even wound up in the emergency room and then just been diagnosed with vertigo. And that's it, right? But all of those things, I'm saying this out of my understanding as a teacher of what my students go through when they are going through their detox, because in Reiki, there's a 21-day detox that follows once you become initiated. I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying this is going to substitute any medical disposition your doctor has given you. So if your doctor has given you advice, go with that. I'm just telling you, this is what's working for me, and this is why I'm saying it. It's my opinion, and it's why I'm sharing it. So if it doesn't resonate with you, let it flow like water under a bridge. So what recently I've come across, because I get really bad bouts of nausea during my shift cycles. You might call them shifting, ascension cycles. Even if this is the beginning for you, it might just be an awakening cycle. What has worked for me is a couple different things. First of all, stones are important. Even if you're not into crystals, it's really worthwhile getting some black crystals. This one's a snowflake obsidian. It's snowflake because, you know, we have these little, let me see if I can get that to be more clear. Nope, I just double tapped the other way. Okay. So it has like these little snowflake looking splotches on it, and I really can't get that any more clear for whatever reason. And it's on an obsidian crystal, which is that black piece. What I'm wearing today, I have a quartz piece, but in the back, I have an obsidian crystal. When you're wearing things for protection, they're not adornments. You don't leave them out. If I was wearing this quartz for protection, I would have had it tucked in. You don't leave them out. They're not decoration, okay? So mine is in the back. That is where I feel like I release a lot from. This is the place where Distrust release and print some freedom imprints. So I have that there, as well as I've had surgery in the shoulder, and this particular stone helps with circulation and pain. So it just makes sense for that to be back there for me. However, you can wear a pouch, a fanny pack, stick it in your bra, stick it in your pocket. Just have it on you somewhere, all right? And this is going to assist in grounding you. Essentially, that's taking all that extra current that your body really just doesn't support right now or needs at the moment, and just takes it and filters and funnels it back into the earth or back out of you, so that way you can function more appropriately, so you're not all haywire and all over the place. So that's grounding. You can ground with so many techniques, or so many grounding techniques out of there, but I would tell you one really quick one. You can, let me see if I can get my knees up here. You can, let's bring you down. Okay, hopefully the camera doesn't fall. I'm sitting in my Nordic track in the corner in my room. So you just go ahead and get your right hand and put it on your left knee, and then your left hand put it on your right knee. And then you're just going to gently push down into the ground. And you really want to get the heels of your feet like in, oh, you can kind of see my reflection over there. You can get your heels of your feet like pushing into the ground as your hands are on either side. So, additionally, you might be feeling, let's talk, oh, sorry, so sorry. Let's talk about that nausea, though. Okay, that nausea puts me down. The nausea really puts me down. And I'm feeling very nauseous right now, actually, now that we're mentioning it. I'm going through my own shifting cycle. And so, this is what... Just throwing things everywhere, it's okay. Just throw it across the room, it's okay. Okay, so this is what works for me. Again, this, what I'm going to show you, is a holistic... It says it on the bottle. It says holistic medicine. It is called Cocculus indicus. Okay, excuse me. I am just releasing. I just did some energy work, so I'm just like, you know. All right, so this is a Cocculus indicus. It says, I'm going to read the label for you guys, and then I'm going to tell you why I use it and how fast it works and all of that jazz. Okay? I feel like I have hair in my face. Okay, it says, use for symptoms as listed below. Warning, stop use and ask a doctor if symptoms persist more than 3 days or worsens. Go with that. I mean, if you're not feeling good, guys, know your body. Go to a doctor when you feel like it's time to go to a doctor. And if you know it's part of your ascension cycle, then just honor it and just try to work around it. Okay, so here we go. Basically, it says, if pregnant or breastfeeding, ask a health care professional before use. Keep out of reach of children. Direction, 5 pellets can be used a day until symptoms are relieved. Other information, do not use if dispenser is sealed, is broken, contains 80 pellets. Active ingredients, lactose and sucrose. These uses have not been evaluated by the FDA. Okay. And then it says, for motion sickness with need to lie down. Now, that doesn't seem like anything. Lactose and sucrose. And it's just 2 things. It has a very, like a orangey taste to it, or like a citrus taste to this. And I will show you. Basically, don't rip it in the middle, because that's not where you're supposed to rip it. That's where I ripped it by accident. But if you turn it upside down and then you twist the little cap, a little pellet falls into the cap right there. and it comes out, but out of like a little hole that's inside, you can see the hole right there. So you really don't have to worry about them like falling out because they're really, really tiny, guys. And then you just take it out. And this is not a pill. You can chew it. So I'm just gonna. Hey, how big it is? Hey, not that big. It's very sweet, and it has like a little citrusy flavor to it. This will help my stomach in about, I don't know, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. And I'm telling you, there has been bouts of my shift where I've been on my couch for days. Like, I'm telling you guys, like, days. And I'm just so nauseous and so dizzy where I'm just like, I'm not doing anything for anybody. I'm not doing anything. So, these have been a lifesaver for me. It does help with my nauseousness, and what I noticed that once my nausea's gone, like the spinning or like the vertigo really subsides, and it becomes less physical, and then that's when you can go ahead and start to hyper focus on the emotional aspects of your shifting cycle, which we all know is extremely fun. Oh, spirituality is great. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It takes me a couple minutes, helps me out a lot. It lasts for a long time. This little bottle probably cost me $4. I got it at like a mom and pop's Whole Food type of place, so I couldn't really tell you where you could get this. I definitely did see it online though. I think it was like $3.99 online because I was looking for it for replacement because I didn't want to have to go to the mom and pop place because I really wasn't feeling the ambiance when I was there. So I don't like to support places if I don't feel it, you know. And I feel like that that really crosses over into a lot of parts of my lives. Like, how much of your energy do you waste for other people when you're not feeling it, or you don't like the store? Like, let's say you don't support them for whatever reason, then stop going there. That's pretty much it. Okay, guys. I think that's all I have to say about this. I really feel like there's so many videos out there already. So I'm really being mindful of the videos that I'm putting up because I don't want to just repeat what other people are saying. I'm telling you from my personal experiences. But if there's something you guys want me to make a video about, I'd be more than happy for me to give you my opinion on whatever the topic is. All right, guys. Go on your path and love, light, and wisdom. Know thyself. Love thyself. And remember, the divine always has your back.